down to watch We Bought a Zoo, which I had never seen.
Yeah.
And, it's cute. I kind of liked it. They buy a zoo. Maybe I just needed someone to buy a zoo.
Here's the thing with this movie. It's charming.
It's kind of charming. It's okay.
I mean, I like it. There are a lot of things I don't like about it, but I'll say this. I watched it last night, and I cried. I tweeted this out. I believe I cried at 12 different points.
Yeah, well,
that speaks
silly.
a lot to my emotional, psychological state. I don't often cry at movies.
Mm-hmm.
I will often get choked up at movies.
Sure,
I rarely am moved to physical tears. I will admit that I was crying before I started watching the movie.
Yeah. I don't know if you're crying at the movie.
I was buttered, but now the 12 points in the film where I have historically, this is my second time watching the film, the 12 points in the film where I previously got a little lump in the throat now became full tears.
I'm an easy cry at a movie, and I cried 0 times during this movie.
Okay. Well, I just think this movie is charming.
Like, I cry when the car in Mad Max Fury Road kind of gets bumped into the dust cloud and, like, swirls around and explodes.
Because it's beautiful?
Yeah, because it's so amazing.
Yeah.
Like, I did not cry at We Bought a Zoo. Not when they were thinking of buying the zoo, not when they bought the zoo, and not when they opened the zoo.
I didn't cry at those moments. I'll tell you the moments I cried at when we get to them. What's the most embarrassing movie that you cried during? Like, can you think of a scene that makes you cry that you're just
I'll
I
have
can't believe
to
that
think
got
about that.
Okay.
I can't. I don't have an answer off the top of my head.
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was on a plane back from Aruba with a girlfriend.
Yeah.
And they were playing Hotel for Dogs.
That sounds good so far.
Yeah, I love it.
And I
have an answer.
Cried so hard.
I've never seen Hotel for Dogs.
Because the dogs start running a hotel.
Well, I mean, so far I'm on board.
And
did people say they couldn't do it?
No one believed them.
Because that always makes me
dogs.
emotional. If a movie is like you can't succeed, the world is betting
so
against
Emma
you.
Roberts does not run the Hotel for Dogs?
She helps, but it's the dogs.
It's dog related. There was a film called Max that came out
about the military dog.
Yeah, it came out I think last year about
summer.
a military German Shepherd who returns home from combat and has a tough time of it. I saw the trailer for Max in front of Jurassic World when I went to see Jurassic World, and there's a moment in the middle of the trailer when there are fireworks and the dog gets scared and the kid has to like hug the dog because he's scared, and I burst into tears. Like in the middle of the trailer, I went, "Oh!" and grabbed my chest and started crying, and my girlfriend laughed at me.
Can I complete this hat trick?
Yes.
Because I also, the first answer that came to my mind, I didn't have this when I asked the question,
Sure.
but now I realize the most embarrassing scene I can think about crying during is also a dog movie.
Yeah, I mean, dogs.
Well, but ready?
Okay.
And my memory's jogged because a friend of the podcast, Rebecca Bolness, and I were tweeting about this last night.
Yeah.
I cry during the first live-action Scooby-Doo film.
Wait, at what moment?
There is a moment in the film, and excuse me if I get emotional even talking about it.
Uh-huh.
But there is a moment in the film.
Yes.
Where whatever the cult is, the tribe that is staging voodoo rituals on the island.
I understand.
Where the theme park is happening.
We've all seen Scooby-Doo.
Run by Rowan Atkinson, who's actually Scrappy-Doo.
Forgot about that.
Yeah. And there's a scene where they're worshiping Scooby as a god.
Mm-hmm.
Scooby and Shaggy have gotten in a fight.
Classic.
Scooby thinks that Shaggy doesn't care about him anymore. And Scooby is on like a little sort of dais, and Shaggy goes undercover as one of the tribesmen, and he goes like, "Psh, Scoob." He's like, "What?" He's like, "We gotta get out of here." And Scoob's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" And Shaggy gives this monologue. Matthew Lillard, in the performance of a lifetime, gives this monologue about their friendship that I think is so touching.
Oh my God, this is embarrassing.
He just says like, because who's your best friend in the world?
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, Shaggy? And he's like, and who's my best friend in the world? And Scooby looks at him, and Scooby's tearing up. Little CGI tears in his eyes. And he points his little paw at himself, and he goes, Ruby Roo. And he goes, of course, we're two peas in a far-out pod, man, so we're going to do what we do best. We're going to run out of here screaming like a couple of cowards. Need a big, delicious sandwich or something like that. I'm paraphrasing.
Right.
The great James Gunn's fabulous script for that film. But boy, that one puts me through the ringer.
I think we're done.
Real waterworks with our podcast and our friendship.
Yeah, it's all over.